So in life, we are all faced with choices, and some of those choices are small and insignificant, while others have the ability to have a profound impact on our lives. And one of those big choices that can impact our lives is the ability to choose and navigate a career path. So in this video, I want to talk about what to consider when you're choosing or even changing a career path, because this can tie into your well-being, your work-life balance, and very importantly, your finances. So keep watching. Hey everyone, my name is Bola Shokumbi. I'm the founder and CEO of Clever Girl Finance. I'm also the author of the Clever Girl Finance book series and my latest book, Choosing to Prosper. Welcome to Clever Girl Finance TV. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about 7 important factors to consider when you are choosing or changing a career. Let's get straight into it. So number 1 are your passions and interests. So the first factor to consider when exploring a career is what truly makes you happy, right? And this ties into your passions and interests. So for example, you may be someone who just loves building people up. Maybe a job in social work could suit you, or a career in social work could suit you. Or you could be someone who just loves traveling and exploring. So maybe working as a consultant that travels for work is a position that could suit you. It's really important that as the first step, you sit down and just take some time to consider what are the things that you are passionate about, what are the things that you are interested in that can help you decide on a career path that's going to work for you and ultimately make you happy about the work you are doing. Number 2, your desired salary. So while it is super important to find a job that you love doing, it's also just as important to find a job that's going to compensate you well. So as you think about career fields and career paths, take some time out to do some research to understand what is the average pay for someone of your skill sets in a certain industry, in a certain city, in a certain state, and use this as the basis to weigh your options. By doing this, you're able to choose a career path that will also help you meet your financial obligations and build wealth over the long term. Number 3, you also want to consider the educational requirements. So there are many jobs that require on-job training, where they'll teach you exactly what you need to do at work, but there are also many jobs that require you to have certain skills and certifications and degrees before you're able to start. And these jobs mean that you would have to be spending tens of thousands of dollars on your education. And with the average student debt in the US being around $40,000, it's really important that you do your research to make sure that the career path you're going into makes sense for the amount of debt you've had to take on if you took on student loans, or if you are currently taking on student loans, so that you can pay for your financial obligations, pay for the debt, and also set yourself up by investing for your future self. You want to be able to make sure that the job you're going to get can compensate you financially to cover all these things. So paying for that student loan, again, paying for your current financial expenses, and saving for your future self. Very important. Number 4, you want to consider work-life balance. So there are so many jobs that are notorious for consuming your entire life. And, not to fault those career paths, but at the same time, you still want to have time for yourself, right? You don't want your work to consume your entire life. And even though you are working in a very demanding career that requires you to work a lot, you can still find an employer that has flexibility around working from home, vacation time, leaving early on certain days, and etc. So you want to explore not just career paths that offer you a good work-life balance, but if you're going into a career path that's very demanding, explore employers that will offer you a good work-life balance as well. By the way, if you're enjoying this video, hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and stop by clevergirlfinance.com. We have tons of awesome content on our website. Our blog gets updated every single day. You'll find our free courses. We have over 30 plus completely free courses. We have over 40 plus completely free worksheets. And you can check out our podcast called the Clever Girls Know Podcast everywhere you listen to your podcast episodes. Okay, let's get back to these factors to consider when you are choosing a career. So number 5, one of the factors to consider are travel requirements. And so you really have to think about, in this career path I'm exploring, am I going to be required to travel? If you're someone who loves to travel, a career path in sales, marketing, consulting, those type of fields might be great for you because you get to travel and explore the world. However, if you're someone that prefers to stay closer to home, you don't enjoy traveling as much, then you can look into career paths in fields like accounting, engineering, education, that you can kind of have a grounded home base. So travel is something that not many consider when they're exploring a career path, but it's something that you want to think about in the event that, again, you enjoy event planning and that can take you to many places, or you realize that you enjoy event planning, but you want to do it locally for a certain organization that is within your home base. So definitely explore your preferences when it comes to travel. Number 6, a very important factor to consider are opportunities for growth and development. I've talked to too many people who complain that they wish they hadn't gone into a certain career path because they got to a ceiling or they reached a dead end. So really think through, how far do you want your career to take you when it comes to that career path? How far do you want it to help you grow from a development perspective? This is really important to consider. You want to ask yourself if you're going to be able to advance in a career and how long is it going to take you. There are some careers, like I mentioned, that have a very limited upward mobility. So you don't want to get into this job, into this career and realize that, wow, you've reached your ceiling within a few years and you start to dislike or even hate your job. And number 7, another really important factor is the job market outlook. So it's really important that you explore career paths that are going to be in demand, right? You don't want to take on student loans to explore a career path and start down a career path that after a few years is no longer a valuable career path or no longer a career path that exists, especially with the onset of technology, and it's happening so quickly, right? There's a lot of career paths from our parent generation that actually don't exist today or are not as valuable today because of technology. So make sure that you really spend some time looking at potential job market outlook. There are some career paths that are just never going to go out of demand. So think about healthcare, think about childcare, think about pharmaceuticals and medicine. These are all areas that there's always going to be demand. Technology, right? So make sure you research longevity in the job market, in the job field that you're looking at for your career path. So I've just listed 7 factors to help you determine a career path, whether you're starting out or you're shifting career paths, you're changing career paths. Keep in mind that there is no specific priority to each one of these 7 factors I mentioned. The priority is going to depend on you and what your personal preferences are and what is most important to you, right? So you want to keep that in mind. It could be that your top priority is finding a job that does not require you to travel, or one that does require you to travel, or finding a job that doesn't require a degree, right? So you really want to look at these factors and determine, okay, how am I going to prioritize them based on what is most important to me? So when it has come to you selecting career path or you changing career paths, what factors are most important to you? Share in the comments. I would love to know. I hope you've enjoyed tuning into this video. If you have, hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, tell your best girlfriends about Clever Girl Finance, and stop by clevergirlfinance.com. We have some really awesome content, and our website gets updated every single day. And we also have 30+ completely free courses and over 40+ completely free worksheets. I will talk to you next time.